First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this lesson number 3 on the topic time and work, we are going to concentrate on the question that is based upon fraction of work. So friends, fraction of work is most important concept in the topic time and work. Why? Because you can see some toughest level question always starts with 2/3 of the work done by A, 1/7 of the work done by B, right? Some work that was done in a fraction, right? So those questions we are going to solve in this video, and I think totally in this video we are going to solve 8 different questions, and all the 8 different questions is based upon fraction of work done. So friends, before solving all the 8 different questions, first of all let me learn the basics. Point number 1. So 2/3 work completed by A in 10 days. So friends, what they are saying is 2/3 of the work that was completed by A in 10 days. If they ask a question like this, A alone, how much time it takes to complete the entire work? So got the logic, friends? So we don't know how much time A alone takes to complete the entire work, but the given data is 2/3 of the work done by A in 10 days. Listen carefully, friends, how to find the complete work done by A. So 2/3, right? 2/3 work done by A in how many days? 10 days. Got it? So 2/3 work done by A in 10 days. So one work, that is complete work done by A, is equals to 10 into, when you bring this 2/3 towards right hand side, it becomes reciprocal. So 10 into 3/2. So when you cancel this 5, so one work, that is complete work done by A in 15 days. So friends, simple concept. Got the logic, friend? By using this data number 1, they have given 2/3 of the work done by A in 10 days. So we can say that the complete work done by A in 15 days. So out of 15 days, he did 2/3 of the work in 10 days. Got the logic? So this is called as fraction of work. So 2/3 work done by A in 10 days. So one work, that is complete work, is equal to 10 into reciprocal of this number, which is 3/2, is equal to 15 days. So point number 2. So A completes a piece of work in 20 days. Listen carefully. A completes a work in 20 days. If we want to find only 2/5 of the work, right? How many days he will take if you want to do only 2/5 of the work? Listen carefully. Complete work he is taking 20 days, but our target to find only 2/5 of the work, how many days he will take? So if they ask a question like this, 20 days he took to complete a job. So 20 into 2/5. So 2/5. When you cancel, this becomes 4. So 4 into 2, 8 days. So friends, for completing this 2/5 of the work, he will take 8 days to complete the work. Direct multiplication, 20 into 2/5. So when you cancel this, 4 into 2 will be 8 days. So these 2 points are most important if you want to solve the question that is based upon fraction of work. So friends, after solving and after watching all the 8 different questions, kindly take your books or any other website, refer any other websites, and try to solve more and more number of medium level questions that is based upon fraction. So friends, don't forget to share this video to your friends, because it is most important for all the competitive exam, not only for bank. It is important for SSC and all the exam. So don't forget to watch all the 8 different question here. Question number 1. So A can complete 2/3 of a work in 4 days, and B can complete 3/5 of the work in 6 days. In how many days can both A and B together can complete the work? So friends, a simple question. So you have learned the basics, right? Just now we have learned the basics. So let me solve this question now. So A can complete 2/3 of a work in 4 days. Listen carefully. First of all, they are talking about the person A. So A completes 2/3 of work. That is in how many days? He took 4 days to complete 2/3 of the work. Just now I have told you, if you want to find one work done by A is equals to, so 4 days. Actually he is doing 2/3 of work in 4 days, but our target to find A alone, how much days he took to complete a work. So one work done by A, so 4 into, when you bring this 2/3 towards right hand side, it becomes reciprocal, right? So 3/2. So into 3/2. So friends, most important concept, right? So when you cancel this 2 times, so resultant will be 6 days. So finally we can say that A alone takes 6 days to complete a work. So point number 2. B can complete 3/5 of the work in 6 days. Now the second person is B. So what they are saying is 3 by 5 of the work. So 3 by 5 of the work is completed in 6 days, right? So the same concept, right? If you want to find one work done by B, so one work means the total work, right? So total work done by B is equals to 6 into, when you bring this 3 by 5 towards right hand side, it becomes reciprocal, which is 5 by 3. So when you cancel this, becomes 2 times, so 5 into 2 will be 10 days. So finally we can say that B alone took 10 days to complete a work and A alone took 6 days to complete a work. But our target to find in how many days both A and B together complete a work. So our target to find what is A plus B. So we know that A alone can complete a piece of work in 6 days. So A equal to 1 by 6, which is 1 day work. B alone took 10 days to complete a work. So B will be 1 by 10. So I think LCM will be 30. So when you take LCM as 30, 6 5s are 30, 10 3s are 30. So finally 5 plus 3 will be 8 by 30. So when you cancel this on 2 table, 4 times, when you cancel this on 2 table, 15. So finally 4 by 15. You know that the final answer should be reciprocal of this number. So reciprocal of this number will be 15 by 4. So finally we can say that A and B took 15 by 4 days to complete a work. So if the answer is in fraction, because here we don't have any options here, if the options are in a mixed fraction, then we can write this 15 by 4 as 3 by 4, right? So 3 by 4 days, both are same, right? So based upon the option we can map the answer, because 3 by 4, 4 into 3 will be 12, 12 plus 3 will be 15, so 15 by 4 days. So both are same, right? So 15 by 4 or 3 by 4. So finally for the first question, simple question, we got an answer that is 15 by 4 days, or in a mixed fraction 3 by 4 days. So friends, the most important thing is you should know how to write this correctly. It's 4 into 3 by 2. Question number 2. So A can do half a piece of work in 5 days. So half is 1 by 2, right? So 1 by 2 piece of work in 5 days. And B can do 3 by 5 of the work in 9 days. And C can do 2 by 3 of the work in 8 days. So in how many days all of them together to do a work? A simple question, right? So first point is A does 1 by 2 of the work in how many days? 5 days. So first point is A alone took 1 by 2 of the work in how many days? He took 5 days. So we can say that A alone took 5 into 2 by 1, because reciprocal of 1 by 2 will be 2 by 1. So this can be written as A equal to 10 days. So A alone take 10 days to complete a work. Second point is second person is B. So B can do 3 by 5 of the same work in 9 days. So B is doing 3 by 5, right? So 3 by 5 of the work he took to do in 9 days. So we can say that B alone to complete a job, which is 9 into, when you bring this 3 by 5 towards right hand side, so reciprocal, which is 5 by 3. So you can cancel 3 times, 5 into 3 will be 15. So we can say that B alone took 15 days to complete a work, but he did only 3 by 5 of the job, which is in 9 days. And the last person is C. So C can do 2 by 3 of the work in 8 days. So C can do 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 of the work in how many days? 8 days, right? So in 8 days. So we can say that C alone took 8 into 3 by 2. When you cancel, this becomes 4. So 4 into 3 will be 12. So friends, finally by using all the given points, we can say that A alone will take 10 days to complete a work, B alone take 15 days to complete a work, and C alone take 12 days to complete a work. But our target to find in how many days they took if all of them are working together. That means we need to find what is A plus B plus C is equal to question. We know that A is equal to 1 by 10, that is 1 day work. Then B is equal to 1 by 15. Then C is equal to 1 by 12 is equals to question mark. So I think 15 to, we can take an LCM as 60, right? So when you take LCM as 60, 10 into 6 will be 60, 15 4s are 60, 12 5s are 60. So finally 5 plus 4 will be 9, so 9 plus 6 will be 15. So this can be written as 15 by 60. So finally you can cancel, this becomes 1 by 4, which is a reciprocal of the number will be 4 days. So finally if all the person are working, that is A plus B plus C, they can complete this job in 4 days. So finally we got an answer for question number 2, which is 4 days. Question number 3. So P can complete 1 by 4 of a work in 10 days. So Q can complete 40% of the same work in 15 days. So R completes 1 by 13 in 13 days. Then S completes 1 by 6 of work in 7 days. So who will be able to complete the work first? So interesting question. So friends, first of all, in this question they are talking about totally 4 persons. So our target to find who will complete the work first. So listen here, P took, first of all we can target P. So P took 1 by 4th of the work. How many days he is doing it? 10 days. So 10 days he took to do 1 by 4th of the work. So we can say that P alone completes a work that is 10 into 4, because when you bring this 1 by 4 towards right hand side it becomes 4. So 10 into 4 will be 40. So we can say that P alone takes 40 days to complete a work. Second person is Q, and they are saying that Q completes 40%. So it is easy, right? 40% can be written as 40 by 100. So you can cancel 0 and 0. So when you cancel this on 2 table, this becomes 2 by 5. So 40% can be written as 2 by 5 of the work. So he took 2 by 5 of the work in 15 days. So 15 days he took 2 by 5 of the work. So we can say that Q alone can complete a piece of work that is 15. A reciprocal of this number will be 5 by 2. I think 15 into 5 will be 75. So 75 by 2. So 75 by 2, or otherwise this can be written as 37 1 by 2. Because when you divide this 75 by 2, which becomes 37. So 37 1 by 2 days. So finally we can say that Q alone take 37 1 by 2 days to complete a work. 1 by 2 meaning is half a day. So 37 plus half day he took to complete a work. Then next person is R, right? So R. And they are saying that R completes 1 by 3rd of the work in 13 days. So 1 by 3 work he took 13 days to complete it. So we can say that the total work done by R will be 13 into 3 will be 39. So 39 days where R took to complete a work. And the last person is S, right? So S alone take 1 by 6. 1 by 6 of the work in how many days? In 7 days. So we can say that work 42 days. So friends, listen here friends, most interesting, right? Where P alone took 40 days to complete a work, Q took 37.5 days to complete a work, then R took 39 days and S took 42 days. But our target to find who will able to complete the work first. Work first is less number of days which person is completing a work. So here less number of days is Q. So finally we can say that Q completes the work first. Why? Because he took only less number of days, which is 37.5 days. All the remaining person is more than 37, right? So 39, 40 and 42. Question number 4. So A does 4 by 5 of a piece of work in 20 days. He then calls B and they finish the remaining work in 3 days. So how long B alone will take to complete the whole work? So friends, I think it is one of the memory based question of SSC exam, right? Most important question. Only thing is understand the concept of the question, what they are saying. First of all, A does 4 by 5 of a work in 20 days. And the remaining work is done by both A and B, that is in 3 days. So our target to find B alone, how much days A will take to complete a work. Interesting question friends. Listen here how I am solving this question. First of all, let me keep that work as 1. So 1 work. Out of this 1 work, first of all 4 by 5 of the work which is completed by A in 20 days. So friends, got the logic. This is the first point, right? So 4 by 5 of the work completed by A in 20 days. And then the remaining work, listen carefully, 1 minus 4 by 5, because 4 by 5 of the work gets completed. So 1 minus 4 by 5 will be 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 work is remaining. So this 1 by 5 work is done by both A and B in 3 days. So by using this data, our target to find B alone, how much days he will take to complete a work. Understood friends? Listen here. If first of all, let me take this condition number 1, right? So in condition number 1, where 4 by 5 work done by A, so in 20 days. So A alone took 20 days to complete 4 by 5 of the work. So we can say that A alone will take 20 into 5 by 4. So when you cancel, this becomes 5. So A alone take 25 days to complete a work. Simple. By using data number 1, we found that A alone will take 25 days to complete a work. So next is the remaining person. I can rub this area. Listen here, friends. Next, so the remaining work is 1 by 5. So this 1 by 5 remaining done by A and B in how many days? Which is in 3 days. So we can say that both A and B complete a piece of job in 15 days. By using data number 2, we found that A and B can complete a piece of job in 15 days. A alone complete a piece of job in 25 days. So our target to find B alone, how much days he takes to complete a work. Interesting, right? So data 1, we found A. By using data 2, by remaining work, we found A and B totally they took 15 days to complete a work. So we can do one thing first. Listen here. So our target to find B alone, how much days he take to complete a work. We know that A and B together can finish a job in 15 days. So A and B, 1 day work will be 1 by 15 and A alone took 1 by 25. 1 day work will be 1 by 25. So plus B is equal to 1 by 15. So B equal to 1 by 15 minus 1 by 25. So B is equals to 25 15. LCM will be 75. So 15 5s are 75, 25 3s are 75. So 5 minus 3 will be 2. So B is equal to 2 by 75. This can be written as 75 by 2 finally, right? Reciprocal of the number. So finally we can say that B alone completes a piece of work in 75 by 2 days, or otherwise we can write like this: B is equal to 37 1 by 2 days, because 75 by 2 can also be write like this. So friends, finally we can say that B alone took 37.5 days to complete a work. Most interesting question. You need to know how to write this complete step, right? So this is the most important area in this question. Question number 5. So A does 7 by 10 part of work in 15 days. After that he completes the remaining work in 4 days with the help of B. In how many days A and B together complete the work? So friends, interesting question. The complete concept is related to the previous question, right? Because in the previous question they are talking about how many days B alone complete the work. But in this question our target to find both A and B together. But all the remaining concept is same. Listen here. Similarly, first of all we take one work. So out of this one work, where 7 by 10 part of work is completed by A in how many days? 15 days. And they are saying that the remaining work is completed by both A and B in 4 days, right? So 1 minus 7 by 10 will be 3 by 10 part of work is remaining, and this remaining work is completed by A and B in how many days? They are saying 4 days. So A and B took 4 days to complete this remaining work 3 by 10. And A alone does 7 by 10 part of work in 15 days. Our target to find only A and B together, how much days it takes to complete a work. I think if you want to find A and B alone, we don't want to care about this data, friends, right? In the previous question, once they are talking about B alone, what we did, we found A alone how much days, then we substituted here. But in this question, it's a direct question. They are asking A and B how many days they took to complete a work. So in this question directly they are saying A and B how many days they are taking to complete a work. So this can be written as, we know that 3 by 10 part of work A and B took 4 days to complete. So we can say that A and B 4 into 10 by 3, which is 40 by 3, right? So A and B completes a piece of work in 40 by 3 days. Or otherwise, if you want to write it in a mixed fraction, 13 1 by 3, right? So 13 1 by 3 days. So finally we can say that A and B alone complete a piece of work. If they are both of them are working together, we can say that A and B can complete a piece of job in 13 1 by 3 days. Question number 6. So A can cultivate 2 by 5th of a land in 6 days. So B can cultivate 1 by 3rd of the land in 10 days. So working together, A and B can cultivate 4 by 5th of the land then. So friends, interesting question. Listen here. First of all, they are talking about 2 persons. First person is cultivating 2 by 5 of the land in 6 days, right? So let me do one thing. So A cultivates 2 by 5 of a land, that is 2 by 5 of the work in how many days? It took 6 days. So we can say that A alone for cultivating the entire land. So A is equal to 6 into 5 by 2. So when you cancel, this becomes 3. So we can say that A alone take 15 days to cultivate the land, complete land, right? So point number 2. So where B can cultivate 1/3 of the same land in 10 days. So B work is 1/3 of the work in how many days? 10 days. So we can say that B alone will cultivate the complete land in 10 into 3, resultant will be 30 days. So friends, B alone take 30 days to complete this cultivation, but our target, listen carefully friends, our target to find A and B can cultivate only 4/5 of the land. So what I'm going to do is, first of all we can find A and B, how many days they are taking to cultivate a land, right? We know that A is 15 days, which is 1/15, and B is 30 days, which is 1/30. So we can take LCM as 30. So 15 2s are 30, 30 1s are 30. So 2 plus 1 will be 3, that is 1/10. So friends, 10 days where A and B, listen carefully, most important, A and B took 10 days for the cultivation of complete land, but our target according to the question, only 4/5 should be cultivated. Only 4/5 cultivated, then 10 4/5. So 5 2s are 10, which is 8 days. So friends, most important, wrongly don't mark an answer as 10 days, which is wrong, because for the complete cultivation A and B will take 10 days, but according to the question, working together A and B can cultivate 4/5 of the land. So only 4/5 of the land to be cultivated. So 4/5 into 10, resultant will be 8 days. So 4/5 of the land is cultivated by both A and B in 8 days. So finally for question number, what question is? Sixth question. So question number 6, we got an answer as 8 days. Question number 7. So A can complete a piece of work in 6 days. So B can complete a piece of work in 12 days. If they work together and complete it, the portion of work done by A is. So friends, easy question, but little bit tricky at the end. Why? Because listen here, A can complete a piece of work in 6 days. B can complete a piece of work in 12 days. But our target is, if both A and B working together, then the portion of work that was done by A is. So listen here friends, let me solve this question. So where A can complete a piece of work in 6 days. So we can say that A's 1 day work will be 1/6, right? Similarly, B can complete work in 12 days. So we can say that B's 1 day work will be 1/12. And if they work together, so let me do one thing, A plus B. We can say both of them how many days they are taking to complete a work. So A plus B, which is A will be 1/6 and B will be 1/12. So LCM will be 12, 6 into 2 will be 12, 1 into 12 will be 12. So we can say that 2 plus 1 will be 3, which is 3/12. So 3/12 can be written as 1/4. So friends, most important, listen here, A and B can do this complete job in 4 days. So A and B can finish the complete job in 4 days. But according to the question, our target to find the portion of work done by A. So out of this 4 days, our target to find what is the portion of work that was done by A alone. So friends, the simple logic here is, listen here, the complete 4 days the work gets completed, but 1 day work done by A is 1/6. So 1 day work which was done by A is 1/6, and the complete work is done by both A and B in 4 days. So when you cancel this 2 3, so we can say that A completes 2/3 of the portion. So out of 4 days, A does 2/3 of the portion. If you want to find what was the portion done by B, then we can say that out of 4 days, we know that B 1 day work will be 1/12. So when you cancel, this becomes 1/3. So B work portion is 1/3. So friends, simple concept friends. Here the question they are asking work done by A alone. The portion of work done by A alone is 2/3. If they ask what is the portion of work done by B alone, which is 1/3. So this is one of the most important, if you need to find what was the portion of work done, right? I think till this everyone can find it, but here some students will have a doubt, right? Listen here, A and B totally they took 4 days to complete a work. So out of 4 days, where A 1 day work will be 1/6. So 4 into 1/6 will be 2/3. So we can say that A portion of work is 2/3, and if they ask B portion of work, then B portion of work will be 1/3. But the question says only A portion, right? We need to find only the A portion. So finally for question number 7, we got an answer that is 2/3. Last 8th question. So A completes 2/3 of his work in 10 days. time he will take to complete 3 by 5 of the same work. I think it's one of the so simple question, right? What they are saying is A completes 2 by 3rd of the work in 10 days, right? So 2 by 3rd work in 10 days. So we can say that A alone will take 10 into 3 by 2. So when you cancel, this becomes 5. So A alone take 15 days to complete a work. But our target is time he will take to complete 3 by 5 of the same. So A took 15 days to complete the job, entire job. But the question says only 3 by 5 of the work to be done. So into 3 by 5. So 5 into 3 will be 15. So we can say that A took 9 days to complete 3 by 5 of the job. So friends, easiest to last question, right? So friends, finally in this video we have solved 8 different questions that is based on fraction of work. So all the questions are most important. So once you learn the concept of the medium question properly without learning shortcut, then definitely you can able to solve the toughest question in time and work topic. And if you really like it, share this video to your friends, those who are preparing for competitive exam. So thank you so much for watching it. Bye.